but that's gonna hide these amps here. That's the Farad cap right there from the way back. 10 Farad, and it runs at 16 volts if we wanted to. I don't know if you were here yesterday, but this was spaghetti. Puffer Man been working yesterday. We went live twice yesterday.
Yeah.
Puffer Man been working his tail getting this stuff ready. So we got our Farad cap. Yeah, I appreciate you saying it's absolutely clean, dog. That means a lot to us. We worked our butt on it.
Okay, dude. Everything's wired. The grounds are hooked up.
Tiny ones, really cool. So we're tucking all these wires in, making them look real good right there. A couple of zip ties on this thing, make it look all clean, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that looks so much better than it did. Oh my goodness, dude. No way. Got our def bounce right here. Boom, all set up in here. Right, time for some armor all, yo. Wow, got all these running through this hole right here. And then they'll run down there. And goes all the way down. And then this fits in pretty well, like right here. And all these hop right out. It's just nice and organized.
Boy, I hope we get it. I hope we did it. Well, it lights up.
Good.
Nothing, dude. Yep. Well, we just turned it on and it didn't work. Nothing turned on whatsoever. But our radio rebooted, so make sure you finish saying English and iPod and it goes to the main screen, and then all your units should turn on. Because that's all I went back, because it had to be something with the turn on switch. Everything's wired. We've actually double checked everything. So what I did is I just finished setting up the radio. Once the radio's set up, Pufferman hopped in the back, said it turned on. So that's what you gotta make sure your radio's on all the way, or it might not turn your equipment on still. So it's running now. Let's see what we got.
Red light. What?
No red light, right?
Oh no, not red. I mean blue.
God,
I'm so stupid. Wow.
Cool. The Pioneer looks good, right?
Yep, she's on. RCA's fixed. Alpine's on.
I think we should go get that DS18 and replace this. And put this in the collector's cabinet.
Wow.
We're ready to set some wiring and subs and all that. Woo!
Looking amazing, dude.
DIY Arch channel rocking the house.
Heck yeah.
Proud of us, man. So proud.
Okay, so here I have the DS18 3000 watt 4-channel amp right here. Pretty nice compact amp. This is a old Alpine 400 watt V12 amp, but it's pretty bulky. And this DS18 amp is fairly small, so that should fit real nice back there. Let's do it. So this V12 Alpine amp right here is 400 watts. And look at the size of it, okay? This DS18 right here, 3000 watts. Look at that. It's like the size of the Farad cap. It's a little bit bigger. Wow.
Those are ready for that. These need to be drilled. But yeah, so one box is gonna have our positive out, one box will have our negative out, and then these other two are gonna be going to our voice coils. So these wires can get connected to the voice board coils properly so we can get the right ohmage to drop on these speakers. I just don't want to mess them up in any way, so I think I'm doing this right. Because I don't have them in the same box, so I can't literally wire them how I need to be, so I use the connectors to make that happen. But we got a DS18 3000 watt 4-channel. That's the one we had out in Florida. We were demoing that thing, so we plugged that thing in because the other amp was just huge. And we kept with the Alpine V12. It just seemed to have better to have an Alpine in here. We did all the wiring. We made some cutouts here to make everything fit. The def bounce is here. This bad boy is elevated and everything ready to go. All the wiring is looking a lot cleaner than it did from day one, I tell you what.
Nice.
I could do this. I think it's turned up.
It's gotta be. Seriously.
And that right there, yeah, until they show up my stuff. Look at that pretty crimp in there. That's like from the store right there. That's how good that is.
Amazing. We are crimp masters.
I think we're done with those for a minute, ain't we? I think so, yeah. Jeez Louise. We're gonna get it done. I don't care if the wind kicks up or nothing. That's why we got the garage now.
Thank goodness.
It's a little bit more wild out here. So we got the, I believe that's the last ground, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Here's our 6 gauge true copper. It is definitely a lot heavier than other stuff.
Real, huh?
Yep, there you go, sir.
Cool.
Here's our boxes. This is our positive that's going to go to the amplifier, our positive that'll go to the voice coil, our negative that'll go to the voice coil, and then our negative that'll go to our amplifier, so these things can cross over here. And if you look down here, you can see all the nuts and bolts we got set. I guess if anything, I have to go get the all thread for it.
Oh, the Loctite?
No, thank you. All thread. That's something else, but I don't know if you can see those right there. So those will be all set for us. Then we'll just connect these right now. So that's what we're gonna get into, is connecting all those.
All right, trying to put these two negatives in this voice coil terminal here. Okay. All right, so I think we are ready for the internal wiring.
So wanna follow me?
Yes, I'm gonna follow you.
So like this one here, we'll just bring it right to the hot, because if we got two hot wires, this means it's our positive box. We only have to play this because we got two boxes.
Right, exactly.
Otherwise, we just run this directly over to it. So what we're gonna do is we'll take the first one here, and we'll just connect it to here. And we got some play here. That way, when we pull it out, we're not
We're not
struggling.
pulling on it or the wires, you know.
Exactly. Parallel for 1 ohm or series parallel for 1 ohm. Something like that. Whatever that book says.
Subwoofers and parallel coils in series for 1 ohm.
There you go. Twist to the side. Nice. Feel good, and that's your negative DC.
Yep.
Holy moly!
Goodness gracious, y'all.
Wired.
Wow.
That first one is our negative to our amplifier. That eliminates that whole problem.
Okay. And then those two connect to each other.
Exactly.
Those other ones. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then it goes negative to negative,
Positive to positive. Now
That
that's
way
pretty
we're going-
simple.
Exactly. You get it?
Yep, I get it.
When it unfolds, it's like, dang, why didn't I just
seriously.
get it like a day ago?
Seriously.
But when you don't do it every day, you don't understand. Okay. I think the next mission is to place them
I think so, dude.
like that.
Yeah, because then we'll flip it and then it'll
Because we'll be sitting in
It'll
the
be
back of
looking
the
at
truck.
us.
We'll be looking at it like that.
and it'll say apocalypse towards us.
High five.
And then the back will roll up the trunk.
Roger.
Perfect.
All right, so we're sliding right in just like
All
that.
right.
Kind of wants to scuff up. So we got some like floor treatment type of stuff, or like edges or something. What is it, like window trim or window or doors? Little edges that are breathing air. So we're gonna try to throw some of this on there. Do this.
All right, you ready?
All right.
What?
That looks great.
Doesn't that look amazing?
There you go. I like that.
That is nasty.
That is nasty. There to go.
Wow, dude.
All right, we got some drills, get some drill bits. We'll get this thing all set inside, and I think we're ready to go.
Think
Move
so,
forward
dude.
again.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Looking good. That's how bad we want this done, huh?
Seriously.
All right, so we
All
got
right.
the def bounce. Positive and negatives down there. It's not necessarily screwed in, so if you need to, I think it should be movable.
You got to put the crimp on
So,
one end.
and the ferrule on the other.
Ferrule on the other.
Nice. We got a nice block on the other side there for the positive and negative to go to in case we want to unhook everything. That one breathes out of that port, go right out the back. This one has a top port here. Go right up with the subwoofer. Nice.
Wild.
So that'll be our positive to our block over here.
Yep.
And then he's got the negative that goes to the block over there too. Yeah, show where you want to cut it, and then I'll go crimp it, and then you're gonna cut this one too, and then I'll crimp it. The heck?
Dude, I couldn't find one of those anywhere.
Look at this thing, y'all. I don't even know how this stupid thing works. It's a connector right there.
Boom, and then that one will go over there.
Wow. We got the two Def Bounce 3015 R1s dual voice coils.